Go live, you bastard. There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is War Commander Unshackled, and it's time for a sit down, and we're going to have a little chat. This is a closed mic show. These things are extremely rare, so if you think your opinion is valid and you're going to bitch and whine and complain about it, turn off the show, fuck off the page, and don't come back. So, this evening, of course, we have the lovely, wonderful Skipjack. We have the immortal legend himself, Shadow Killer, and myself, the immortal Dr. Phil. So, well, Shadow wanted to kick it off straight off the bat, so we'll start off with you.
We'll go ahead and get down and get nasty right off the bat and piss everybody off. What the fuck? All right. As for what we have seen on the other show, and since this is closed mic, I can say it on the other Battle Vortex show, and this is no disparaging towards the Battle Vortex brand. I got no bad feelings towards Fear, but sorry, he was caught red-handed, guys, red fucking handed. And this is why we do what we do on Unshackled, why we go through the vetting process as hard as we have. We've kicked 2 or 3 people off the show already for being caught. All right, you know, we have all struggled with cheaters, every single fucking one of us. And for a show to get on, to have 0 on 0, but have fully maxed hardware, and then them laugh about it is bullshit. There's nothing funny about that. All right, we have wasted money, time. We are so happy that they have closed they've closed a workshop hack, and then they want to get on and laugh about it. And you know, dude, I read what you wrote. You're right. I did say I got on there. I had a preem with you and Abraham because you guys were hitting my friends. It had nothing to do with anything else. All right, because you guys were going to hit my friends. But if you want to hit me, I'm in Sector 27. Have fucking fun. I don't truly give a shit because I don't play anymore. You got caught. Fair and square, out in the open. You got busted. Okay, now if you want to hit my base because you're a little bitch and you got caught, well then so fucking be it. Have fun. I truly don't care. As for, the producer of the show, it's called vetting. It's called going through and making sure that your panel members are not fucking cheaters. It's a real simple process, and if you hurt their feelings, so fucking what? The 2 or 3 people we've had kicked off the show, they were friends. They were friends, and I had to tell them they could not be on the show. And why? That is just the way the fuck it goes. Friends or not, you're producing a show to give information to a game that so many people love, and you want to laugh about having a cheater on there? Hell, his name, Hackerman. Really? Come on. Yeah, it's all fun and games and jokes now. But, we went through this shit. You did too. You bitched and cried about the cheaters too. Yet this is the second time you've had them on your show. And no, this is not just one group. I can't stand that. They put on there, oh, you're anti-AAF, you're anti this, you're anti that. I'm not. I am not. I have no problems with that group. I have no problems with any other group. Every big group has their cheaters. All of them. All right, but when you have the leader of a certain group who has been banned, who has had his account flagged before, you posted on that page saying it's never been done. Liar. Liar. It's been on the KT pages. It's been on the Tau pages. It's been everywhere. It's shown that his
screenshots of that guy's fucking Kratos face
caught so many times and flagged, and you want to put on there he hasn't been caught or flagged. Bullshit.
If he has research caught or flagged, then why does his ID number change every couple of weeks?
Because he buys a new account every couple of weeks.
Screenshots of him saying on other pages that I still have access to, by the way, so good luck banning me and good luck finding me. But I still have access to that say he is buying accounts because he keeps getting banned. Why?
He was caught. And at the end of the day, straight out, and I got to give Fear the Peel props because he caught it and he posted it. But at the end of the day, out of all the bullshit, you can say what the fuck you want about me. You can say what you want about Skip and everybody else. You can talk your mad shit. But at the end of the day, dude, you were caught. You were caught live.
I
Okay,
mean,
there's
not
no
just
getting around it. There's no getting around going, oh, you can have it if you have 0-0. No, it's 0/1. That shows that you own it. 0/0 means you don't own it. That you cheated to get it. That's like -0/1 shows that you cheated to get it. It just doesn't show the negative any longer because Kixeye closed the hack. The only reason you still have it on there is because you never uninstalled it. If you take it off that thing, you won't be able to put it back on. And man up then. Show us that you're not cheating. Get on, take it off, see if you can put it back on. And hey, I will get on live and call myself a fucking dick. I will get on live and say, my bad, I am sorry. Because unlike most people, I am secure enough to admit when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I got no problems manning up saying it. But don't be a bitch. Get on there and show us. It's that simple. It's that simple. Everybody's seen my account. Everybody's seen Phil's. Everybody's seen Skip's, Nick's, everybody's. Everybody that comes on
everybody's seen and
Unshackled.
laughed at my account most of the time.
Mine too. We show our workshop. We show our stuff. We show it all. Every single one. And if you get caught, you get kicked the fuck off. So don't get on there. Be a Facebook commander. Don't be a keyboard commander. All right. Like I said, my base is in 27. Have fucking fun. I don't care. You want to level the sector? Have fun. Like I said, I don't give a shit. I truly don't care. But don't get on those pages opening your fucking mouth, talking all kinds of mad shit. Because
everything comes back to me in the end. If it's been mentioned about
For me.
Unshackled on any page, or if I'm mentioned, or Shadow's mentioned, or Skip is mentioned, or a few other people get mentioned, it all comes back to me. Information is a commodity that is highly prized, and free advice
Hell
is
yeah.
seldom cheap. And it all comes back to me. Oh, Doc, did you see what this person said on this page about you?
and
And
I
so-
have friends everywhere. I have friends in AAF, KT, Cal. They all PM me. I don't even play the fucking game. Yet I get information about what's going on everywhere else. I know what's going on. But I don't care. Because like I said, I don't play. I haven't done the shows because of one sheer reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
neither do I half the time, but
I've been playing League of Legends. I've been playing the fuck out of that. They've got my money. I'm done. But when you get on a page and you talk mad shit about me, and you talk mad shit about a woman that I care about, who's a dear, dear friend of mine, I got some words to say. And fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. You might want to mute yourself, Skip. As for people saying they suck dick, look in the fucking mirror. All right. When people were making fun of you as you sounded like a man, nobody on Shackle said anything about you. We let that shit slide.
One of the funniest things about this particular individual, he got very, very annoyed because he wasn't allowed on the Unshackled show. And we've already stated this several times. I will not allow known cheaters on that page, on any of the pages that I administrate, including City's page, that I'm about halfway through the list right now of sifting through the little assholes that get through the crack, who have got hacks 2017, War Commander hacks, this hack, friends with this person, who I know is a known cheat, who sells known cheats. This is the fucking problem. If you're going to be a whiny little asshole about not being on a show because you're a fucking cheater, then go right ahead. Get with your friends and bug whoever the producer is of the current War Commander Battle Vortex show and get on there. Go
And
do what
I'm
you
sorry-
want to do, but do it somewhere else.
And I'm sorry if you're jealous that we have the Queen of War Commander and you're a guy. I'm sorry. But maybe you should pull your balls out of your fucking panties and just admit it. All right? We have the better show now. We don't have cheaters. We have real players who get on and talk. We have real people here. And you telling people that they can suck dick or that they do suck dick just shows how low and how desperate, how pathetic you truly are. And you know, if you don't like it, fuck you. I
I mean,
truly,
at this
truly,
point, I have to restate what I said yesterday on the post that got made on City's page that I closed the comments of. I mean, I used to be a producer on the BB show at one time or another. Hell, I was a producer of 2 fucking shows. That shit just didn't happen. If it happened on a round table, then the guy never came back on the show again. And
it
all the
happened.
quote unquote shady people that have been on the Unshackled shows before, they've been on it a couple of times. We found out, and they've never been on it again. I mean,
Hey,
I'm still an arbiter on 2 different shows. I can go on and guest arbiter whenever I feel like doing it. I mean, there's a lot of enough bullshit thrown on between Unshackled and BB over the last year to fucking last me a lifetime. The guy that was defending it, don't blame the entire BV brand nor the rest of the people that were on the
we
show.
don't. We don't.
I don't blame the BV brand. I'm friends with the owner of BV. That shit got buried under the hatchet months ago.
I'm not friends with them. I am not friends with the owner. But I made, and here we go. See, I'm about to man up. I made a mistake, straight out. I fucked up when we had that last little, powwow. I fucked up. It had nothing to do with anybody but me. That was my temper overrunning my mouth and me being fucking stupid and childish. It was my fault. And, I can man up. I can admit it. I was wrong. And, an apology would do no good right now because, it's already been said and done. So, saying sorry is a worthless fucking trait. And, I'm not like that. Because to be honest, at the time I wasn't sorry. So I'm not going to apologize for my attitude. But I was wrong. He had nothing to do with it. Oh, it was the what the fuck was that? When you talk shit about somebody. What the hell? It had to that's it. Yeah. It was a doxing episode. That's where I fucked up at because it wasn't even him. It wasn't even him. He had a rock solid alibi and he is sitting on the panel with me right now.
Hello.
So it was all me. It was all me being stupid. But this time, I'm not being stupid because I've read what was written. I'm not really that angry. I'm angry about what you said about Skip. But it'll be okay because it just shows, like I said, how pathetic you truly are. That you have to go down to that level and talk about somebody sucking dick. It just shows that you took a great show. Battle Vortex was the show for War Commander. It was awesome. It was so fucking awesome.
It still is a go-to show for a lot of other people.
For Battle Pirates. Jeff, man, he is awesome. Jeff Price is awesome. His Battle Pirate show rocks. But when I ran the Battle Vortex show, I put a spanking on that man. All right, but this show
all records.
That's it. I took Battle Vortex to the top of the list, and all you've done is destroy a brand that me, Data King, Dragon, and so many others,
Rocket,
all of us, we all,
Dragon's Warriors Dragon, all the way back to Legends of the game.
And this is not me being egotistical. It was not me. I will admit it. I rode the coattails of the great ones. I rode their coattails. I did. I rode Data's coattails all the way. When he quit, I just used his platform.
We all did. I
did.
Somebody that's come before us. I mean, hell, I've pretty much ridden yours.
Yeah, I mean, and what happened? They destroyed it. They destroyed such an awesome show. They had so much potential. We had the Euro show going, so many good things going.
We had Wednesday night, we had Saturday night, we had Euro, we had
Sunday,
we had everything.
Yep. We had so much going, and with one person that they had on their show, it brought them down. And now they brought a second. And this time, caught live. This time, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no name calling. There's none of that. He was caught live, and they laughed about it. That's not how you do things.
It isn't.
It's not how you do it.
And I mean, it's putting back into place something I did months ago when we tried to bury this shitstorm of utter bullshit between both of the shows. There was never any need for it in the first place. There still is no need for it now. There's only a couple of people to blame for this one. The only people
no,
I
it's
can
only
blame
one.
to
Is
the guy that was caught fucking cheating in the first place, and the producer on the show for letting him back on after the first time. The first time I can kind of understand, because they didn't know, it wasn't a thing, it wasn't publicized as much as it was on Unshackled that this was going to be a thing. But to let him on a second time, knowing full well that that's a bunch of bull. And if you really want, I'm really going to fucking stick the claw in now, because I'm going to do something. I'm going to really do something. I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to do it on the fucking show, and I'm going to prove that he's a fucking absolute liar. Now, if I go to any one of this fucking shit that I've still got here from fucking years and years and years and years ago, there you go, quantity available, 0. Can I put it on? No. Can I upgrade it? No. There's one thing there. I've got some of it. I can put it on there. It's that fucking simple. You can't put a tech you do not own on anything. Just to go into, we'll go into something else. Because he was using an SF unit, I'll go into some of mine. There, Gold Tech. Don't own it, can't upgrade it, can't put it on my unit. I can't even put it on to see if it would update any stats or anything like that. So 0 of 0, and you've got maxed tech at 0 of 0, you're a fucking cheater. It's that fucking simple.
Caught red-handed. That's all I gotta say. He was caught red fucking handed. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. If Mark, you talked all your shit on the Elite page. You and Heike, you had your little say. I know I read it. I'm not the savior of War Commander. Skip doesn't suck dick. But Mark is a cheater.
And I'm still immortal.
That's it. At the end of the day, it's really fucking funny because you talk shit saying that I was the savior and she sucked dick. And you know something? Neither one of us do that. Neither one of us are that. But he is a cheater and he was caught live. So there's no denying that. All right. I'm done. So I'm just going to mute myself and let you guys go to town.
Skip, honey, take it away.
Okay. For the record, hello everyone. Would like to clarify, for my husband, oh yes I do, every single morning. So he's not lying. It's really true. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I think he's just insulted you never offered.
I probably couldn't find it. So there we go. And I'm pretty good at that too. People pay extra for that, but I'm pretty good at that too. Or I was at one time before I was married. Okay, so I just have a few things that I'd like to say, and I'm going to try not to rant too much. I'm going to go backwards from the 3 things that I had on my outline because we were talking about alliances. And I want to make something perfectly clear. And I'll say it again if I've said at least 100 times, live on shows. This one and other shows. Battle Pirate shows, Vegas shows. I have said this a gazillion times. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. Now, what that means is, for me, I'm not pointing out specifically that any one person is my enemy. And I don't want you to take that the wrong way. It's just a mantra that I have to remind me of, okay, in any group, you're going to have good people, you're going to have noobs, you're going to have people that just don't have all the wheels on the bus and they never will. And then you're going to have cheaters. Well, you might have 1 or 2 hackers, okay? To those people, believe it or not, because that's sometimes what I get paid to do, my hat goes off to you. I don't like you, but my hat goes off to you because it takes a lot to hack something, okay? Cheaters, fucking hate them. Manipulators, I hate them more. My point to all of this is specifically to any group, when someone comes to me and says, can you collect the following information for me? Gather it, compile it, and then give that information to me so that I can use it to make this game better, to enact change within the game. And that hasn't been asked of me in 6, 8 months or a year or more. When someone asks me that, I don't care if I get paid or not, I'm going to do it. Sometimes the best way to do that is just to invite a bunch of those groups that you may or may not be allied with into one sector, have a free fucking for all, spend a little bit of my own money. I go out and spend, I don't know, drop $100, $200 on Facebook gift cards. And whoever the winner is with the most amount of infamy or whatever it is the rules are that we set up, sometimes it's worth it. So for those of you who do what you do, consider yourself warned. And yes, I am giving something away by doing this. But here's what I didn't like. All the years that I have done for all the people in these games, even people that have moved from other games to War Commander, when I asked respectively, wasn't during an event, to have people come with me to a sector, what I needed you to do was to come in and become World Chat commanders. No holds barred. Bad language didn't matter. You weren't going to get banned. You weren't going to get in trouble. And I asked for that. And I got fucking hate PMs. I got messages that said, you can't do that because you're a member of this and you're allied to that. And you can't do this because this alliance is in there. And you can't do that. And you can't wear the tag that you have if you're going to do that. I dropped that fucking tag so goddamn fast. Excuse my language, Lord. Yes, Dad, I hear you. I dropped that tag so gosh darn fast, and I created my own fucking tag, which was FKSEC and then the sector number. After all I had done, yes, it sounds like I'm saying a pat on the back. When you call me up and you say my account's been compromised, my account got banned, and I get you unbanned because somebody hacked into your account and it's in less than a half an hour or less than an hour, boom, your creator's gone. When you get compromised and I get with somebody and get you uncompromised or at least stop the person in their tracks, and then you turn around and you say to me, oh, we can't do that because we're allied with that alliance. I don't give a flying fuck who you're allied with. I'm allied with everybody and I'm an enemy with everybody because when you piss me the fuck off, you're done. When you burn that bridge, you are done. That's it. Some of you have burned that bridge. Some of you are the reason why I stopped being a moderator. And some of you have the luxury of occasionally sending me a message and I still slip in and take care of business. Don't tell me that you aren't going to come help me when I ask you to do something. I asked nicely. Okay, if you don't want to do, I didn't say you had to do it. I asked nicely. And I still have the post. I'm not going to show it. I have it screenshotted, but I removed the post. The PMs that I have, I also have in a folder. And I have a list of people there. I have not unfriended them, but I have a list of people. I don't even read their PMs anymore. Oh, I'll read it. And if I feel like answering it, I will. Never tell me what to do. Ever. You can make suggestions. You can ask information. I wasn't telling anybody to do anything. I don't care what alliances you're allied with. I can pull any alliance right now. Give me one. And I'll go into my partition hard drives and I will list you at least 10 of your either current players or former players that are known hackers, cheaters, or manipulators. It's my information. It's private, but I have it. It's a CYA folder to cover my own ass. RAID has cheaters in it and manipulators in it. And I'm still a member of RAID. I don't like that they're there. I wish that somebody would drop their tag, but I'm not an alliance leader, so there's not a God bless thing I can do about it. But the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because that is my alliance. So I can point to at least 3 people in my own sector, in my own alliance, that are either known cheaters or known manipulators. And there's not a God blessed thing I can do about it. So please don't come back to me whining and crying and say, we can't come and help you in that sector, Skip, because we're AAF allied. And there's AAF people there. Well, there was AAF people there. KT people were there. Pinoy was there. We had 6 or 7 different alliances in there. I didn't care what their tag was. I wanted to see what their cheat engines were doing, you dumb fucks. Jesus. You want the cheaters gone. You want Kickside to do something about them, but God bless America, when I ask you to help, I get backlash about it. I won't ever do it again. I won't ever ask a single one of this community. I love some of you so dearly, like my family, and I promise myself I am not going to cry. But I was so hurt by some of the comments that came back. It pissed Jim off. It takes a lot to piss him off. It pissed him off. That poor man, he doesn't have his stuff all maxed up. He wanted to go hit the fucker, even though they have the same God blessed tag he has on. And there was more than one. Yes, I'm calling out some people from my own alliance, and I don't give a flying fuck. Now, that's in the past, and you may say to yourself, well, geez, that was a long time ago, Skip. That's drama. No, it's not drama, motherfucker, because I don't do drama. What I do is the facts. You want the facts to back it up? I got the God blessed partition hard drive to show you. The PMs, the message I put on the page, and the comments that were made afterwards. It was so embarrassing to me. The lack of respect, especially the next day afterwards, because people kept commenting on it. And it kind of went down the page a little bit. I finally removed the post, but I saved every single comment. I have it all. I play this game. I am no longer an official moderator. But those of you who are the closest to me know that I still am moderating, in moderation. I played the game more than I ever have. I'm disappointed in so many people that I would normally think would be, I don't want to say pillars because that's the wrong word, a little bit more understanding about what we were doing. Why in the hell would out of the clear blue sky I make a post when I have a limited time frame and I know somebody's going to put eyes on something and I make a post? Why in the hell would I make a post like that in the first place? Use your heads, people. Why would I even go into a war with these people? Why would I even show up there? I'm just disappointed. So I needed to express my disappointment. So going forward, for those of you who would normally have regular conversations with me and lots of help or assistance, and if you're not getting that, then I'm sorry, but you were probably one of those people that just completely disappointed me. I don't care for people who
Goodbye, Mark. It was nice knowing you.
I don't feel comfortable with people. I'm not looking at the YouTube chat so I can stay focused. I don't feel comfortable with people in an alliance that goes this deep into any alliance's ass, especially not AAF, okay? I like AAF. I like the leader of AAF. Whoever you guys think the leader is, you're sadly mistaken. I have friends in KT. I mean, not just enemies close, friends, you know. I actually have friends in those alliances. I've actually gotten apology PMs before. I'm so sorry about what happened with your group in such and such a sector. It won't ever happen again, Skip. We will move on. Okay, did they stop cheating? No, of course not. But out of respect for me, they just moved on. I didn't have to ask them to because I've helped them too. You say, oh, well, why do you help cheaters? Because it's the nature of the game, people. KIXEYE allows a certain amount of cheating to a certain extent. There's not a God blessed thing we can do about it. If somebody genuinely needs help with something, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to help them. I'm not going to help them cheat, but I'm going to help them if they need assistance with something. If it's something that they need assistance with, I'll do that. Those people remember those things. What I remember is when I asked for something so simple, all I needed was some loud mouths to make some distraction in world comms, chat, whatever you want to call it. Maybe snipe a couple tunes if you felt froggy and frisky and had the balls to do it like I did. Oh, Jesus. I was hitting tunes right and left. My bass was getting hit right and left. I coined that motherfucker and I got hit again. I coined that motherfucker and I got hit again. You know why? Because I was videotaping the entire time. It was so fucking funny to watch this shit coming into my base. Why do you think I asked for those things to happen? And then all that information was gathered. It took almost 2 weeks for two of us to put that information together and then make the presentation. I'm not going to put KIXEYE down, but they can't do this on their own. They need assistance. I'm willing to do it for fucking free. So when I reach out to you and ask for help, good God Almighty, I can't believe. I just cannot believe the lack of respect that happened that day. And I would like to speak to the second thing is, I know we talked earlier, and I let the guys talk about that. I tried not to comment. The pointing the fingers and egging them on, just like Phil, okay, I'm down to 5 War Commander pages. And I believe of those 5, I think I'm pretty much admins on all of them but 1. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm an admins on all 5. I have alts on all the other pages still, of course. But I don't go in there with my alts unless somebody tells me to go in there. As far as egging people on, stop doing it. If you've already reported them, if you've already shared that information with Dr. Phil or Lonnie or Dava, and you know it's going to get to me, duh. You know it's going to get to Franco, duh. My phone is on all the time. I have my iPad with me when I travel all the time. There's only a select amount of people that I will answer my phone or my iPad for. Dr. Phil happens to be one of them. Shadow Killer used to be one, but of course he's not playing anymore. Franco is also one of them. I will answer. If you have already given that information to those people, give it and drop it. I'm going to use, I'm sorry, I have to drop a couple of F-bombs here. After you've done it, especially when it was a God-blessed public show, after you've done it, drop it. Stop talking about it. Stop egging them on. Stop finger pointing. Stop going to the other pages that you think that I'm not on, that you think Dr. Phil's not on, and continuing the inane, unnecessary, badgering conversations that you're having with these people. You look stupid doing that. It doesn't serve any purpose unless it gets your jollies off. Okay, if you want to do that, Fine, go ahead and do that. But never come to me for assistance again. Don't give it to Dr. Phil, because he's not going to give it to me. Because you're acting like a dick. Who the fuck do you think they think your inside person is? Hello? There's only 3 fucking moderators for War Commander. Use your God blessed head.
And it ain't Cyber Dick, so good luck guessing the other 2.
God bless America, people. This has caused me so much frustration again, once again. Go off and have your PM conversations with people. Do what you have to do. But if it's something like this, that's so big and so obvious, and you have already turned it over to the right people, take your shit someplace else. Because when I log in this morning and I get messages from somebody on the War Commander team that perhaps my involvement with too many War Commander pages is affecting my judgment and my moderation skills, you are messing with my fucking motherfucking reputation. Excuse me, I almost lost it there for a second. I'm going to keep it under control.
No, by all means. Say what you got to say. I mean, there's another... No, for fuck's sake, hang on, I got to go ban somebody.
If you're going to be stupid and you're going to keep that kind of shit going, do it privately. I'm not saying you can't go to the pages, but don't keep going on and on and on and on. And so this leads me to the next thing, because that affects my reputation. Because if you've already turned that information over to me, or you've turned it to Phil or Lonnie or Dauber or what have you, and you know where it's going to go, hello, it's either going to come to me or Franco. It's not that hard to figure out. So if it's already been turned over and you choose to keep going on, be careful. Think about what you're doing. Because especially if it's on a weekend, I'm not going to get these guys out of bed. Are you fucking nuts? I'm not going to bother them on a weekend. I might post it up and put it up as maybe as a pending outline. I'm not bothering them on the weekend unless the fucking game's crashing in the middle of an event and the servers are shutting down. I'm not going to bother them over someone. God, I'm so glad I got my control. Just a minute. Because someone who just doesn't have enough common sense to not expose himself publicly as a God blessed cheater. I'm sorry. I'm not going to bother somebody. I'm not going to bother somebody at Kixeye on a weekend. Once you've turned that information over, if you don't see any action or nothing's happening to them, it's a weekend, people. Kixeye doesn't get in to their office until noon my time, okay? I'm not going to bother these people when they're at home. They have enough shit to deal with. Franco's not going to do it. He and I might discuss it over the weekend. We have sometimes till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we go to sleep for a couple hours, and then we put our heads together. He prepares his information, I prepare mine, and then we make our presentations. But just because you're not getting a reaction when you pick something out, you don't need to have to keep posting it again and again and again and again, and then egging these people on. It's not necessary. It's so freaking obvious what was happening, just as Dr. Phil posted. I don't have my game open, or I would show you mine too. Because let me tell you, I've got at least 6 or 7 units that are gold tech to the max. And some of those I bought the gold techs off the packages. And I would, if I had my game open, it would take too long to open Facebook Gaming and would probably crash the Hangouts. But I would show you. I will in a future show. I'll take my shit off, put it back on. And the things I don't have gold text for that I wish I did, I'll show you just like Phil did. There is no such thing. I'm a moderator for Kixeye. I've worked with this company for 6+ years. And I've been a moderator for more than 5. There is no such thing in War Commander as 0 of 0 text. You hacked it to begin with. It doesn't exist. Period. End of discussion. So this leads me to my last and final thing. I'm not going to name names, but I'm getting very upset because I am down to just the 5 pages, which I am an admin on, and I've been a little bit more lax about it, and I've kind of let Dr. Phil down, and I'm sorry. And City as well had his own personal issues going on. And then plus I was on vacation last weekend, and then of course I didn't know that we were going to win those VIP tickets for this weekend. So of course I took this weekend off for vacation. Making or racing to post anywhere about hackers or cheaters and manipulators and pointing fingers is just stupid. Just stop doing it. Stop racing to be the first one to post it. You know, just post what you have. And to be honest with you, I'd prefer that you didn't post it, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm telling what I would prefer. If you've already passed it to me specifically, you've actually talked to me in a PM. That's the end of it. If we all saw it live, there's your proof
fucking
right
great.
there.
It's fucking
Right.
great, isn't it?
It's
I mean,
great,
god
right.
damn.
If
You
you've
know?
already posted it to Phil, it's already done. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, but this racing to be the first one to make any kind of a post about that kind of stuff, about cheaters and manipulators, it doesn't serve any of those pages any good. If you want to race to post something, tell them how to do the damn 105 base in the event. Tell them how to make it through the 60 base because they just returned to the game and it's a one-hit wonder in this event. Okay? If you want to race to post something, make it something that's positive, that serves the community that's on that page. If you're on the Raid Alliance page, boom. Make that something positive about your alliance and the players that are on it. If you're on a sector page, it's okay to post a few little things or what have you, or somebody says, oh, well, you know, you should have seen this. Okay, I get how those things come up. But make your post positive, people. When I see a page blow up 6, 7, 8, 9 posts deep, and then 15 or 20 comments, and all it is was a race to post something about some hacker, some cheater, or some manipulator. And that information has already been passed on to Franco, me, Dr. Phil, or one of the other leaders of the alliances, and they will confirm back with that person, yes, Franco has it, Skip has it, boom, end of discussion. You guys are just fueling the fire, and it really needs to stop. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but as an admin of those 5 pages, I'm just going to start being more active, like Phil said. I'm going to start being more active, and I may leave a post up as I would in forums. I'll just delete your comment. And if you don't like it, send me a PM. And if you wonder why it keeps happening, I'll discuss it with you. And if you still don't like it, I will discuss it with whoever owns that page. I take screenshots of everything before I remove it. Yes, I have a partition hard drive for that too. And everybody that I delete and everybody that I block permanently, I'll discuss it with the owner of that page or the leader of that sector or the leader of that alliance before I take any kind of permanent. But I don't have to ask anybody to do that on Unshackled. I don't have to ask anybody to do that on City's page. As far as the other pages, which I'm also an admin on, I would ask permission out of respect for those people. I'm going to start being more active because it's not constructive for the community. It's fun to talk about it, but it's not constructive when it becomes 6 or 7, 8 posts with 15 or 20 or 30 comments. And then you have somebody right in the middle says, I finally figured out how to do the 150 base, but it gets buried because of all the stupid over and over conversation about something that we all know that happened this weekend. We all saw it happen. We all know about it by now. And you just keep going over and over and over. It's drama, people. Jesus, you know the demographics of War Commander, unlike Battle Pirates, is 96% men. It used to be 98%. Woot woot to the women who are playing War Commander. It's
No,
now
because half
down.
of the blokes that were there either got banned or stopped playing.
That's true. It's 96% men. You guys cause more drama than 15 henpecked women. and miserable marriages. I'm sorry.
Hey. Not all of us.
No, I said no. I said henpecked, miserable marriages. Your marriage isn't. She's not a henpecker, and your marriage isn't miserable.
Great.
There you go.
20 plus years, and I still love the same woman. All right, well, I'm gonna log off here, but before I do, I got one little thing, and yeah, this is part of the drama, so I'm just gonna bring it up anyway. I don't care.
All right, get for it.
There's a part that said that that she put that she's not the game police. Well, you know something, you represent a game. So in technicality, when you put them on your show, you are supposed to police them. All right, so don't pass the buck with that bullshit excuse.
Whoa. We have always, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to the former way. We have always vetted the people. Always. All the way back to Rocket days. Battle Pirates. We have always vetted those people. And I have watched a producer of a show literally kick somebody off right mid-sentence, right in the middle of the show as soon as they see something. No, that's not correct.
I'm just telling you what she wrote. She wrote that she is not the game police. It is not her job to police. You know, you're absolutely right. And she's right. In game,
no, not the game.
In your game, you're not. But when you're a producer of a show and you have those people on there and you're supposed to give informed information to your public, you switch from being just a normal person to being a cop. Because you have to vet those people that you have on there that you are giving out information. You know, you saying that is you trying to pass the buck. And at the end of the day, you fucking got caught. And Mark, I don't know what you wrote because I was watching porn. I just happened to click over and see that you were banned. Haha. Fuck you. I'm gonna go back to playing League of Legends. Like I said, I'm in Sector 27. Have fucking fun. You want to blast me on the Facebook pages? Have a fucking blast. Truthfully, totally don't give a fuck.
I love
Suck
you,
a
bro.
dick, kiss my ass. That's it. As for the producer, man, I don't care if I hurt your feelings. Hopefully you'll cry a little bit, make me feel better. Yeah, I'm that kind of fucking asshole when you fuck with my family. So yourself, sir, can go fuck yourself too. All right, I'm out. I'm going to go play a real game. You guys have fun. Skip, I love you. Doc, you're a dick. See y'all later.
Love you, baby.
Take it easy, my brother.
Can I just put one little thing in there?
Go for it, and then I'll say my piece and wrap it up, and we'll fuck off.
Open invitation. This is one of the most well-respected legends of the game who has come back to War Commander. He is still a friend of the man who owns the BV brand. He is still on that page, and he won't go anywhere. I promise you. Open invitation. I hope he's listening, and if he's not, I'm sure he will not disagree with me, especially after his post on that page yesterday. Open invitation. If you want to know what a producer should and should not do, how they should or should not conduct themselves, what they can and cannot do, what makes a good and successful and productive show, open invitation. Send a PM out to Data King. It's Timmy Gracie. Open invitation. Contact that man. Put all other differences aside. He just came back to the game. Open invitation. If you want to know, it's not a matter of should you be or that you have to be. It's what does your conscience tell you to do? It's not about policing the game. It's about respect for yourself, your panel, the players that you're supposed to be assisting, and the brand that you represent. That's what being a producer of a show is all about. It's not about you. It's about the community and the brand you represent. Open invitation. Send a PM. Get into a Google Hangout with the owner of the brand and Data King. I'm sure he'll show up any day, anytime. That's all I'm going to say about that last little piece of information. Okay, it's all yours, Phil. I love you, darling.
All right. I mean, to shadow on most of Skip and what Shadow said before Shadow disappeared, it's a lot of the shadowing of everything that has been going on. Cheaters are a thing. They're always going to be a thing, and every so often, Kickstarter will put a bullet in most of the shit that they do. And then they'll find something else to do, and that's what fucking happens there. What Mark said, and I will fucking out him because I honestly don't give a shit. Mark, you know who you are. You're a dick. Plain and fucking simple. No, in fact, you're not a dick because dicks are useful. You are the fucking boil on the arse of an 80-year-old fucking Alzheimer's patient who can barely get out of bed, let alone scratch his own arse. You're not welcome on Unshackled. You never will be. You don't have the balls to actually come out and say, yeah, I did this, I was an idiot, I was wrong. No. You sit there and you defend your fucking actions. Well, it was this, and it was this, and it was this, and it was perfectly legitimate. If it was perfectly legitimate in the first place, Kickstarter wouldn't have removed your ability to do it. Your little workshop cheats, your multiple accounts, your buying accounts, your having other people play your accounts, they all sit back and violate Kickstarter terms of service. You don't get your accounts back because you don't spend enough motherfucking money. And that's another thing for another topic or a story for another day. I'm not going to tolerate it. If you are part of any cheating groups in your groups on Facebook or the shit that you have liked and I see it, if you're requesting to join either City's page, the Unshackled page, the Unshackled Games page, War Commander Farmers group, the advice, tips, and tricks pages that I still all administrate, you ain't getting in. If your account's less than a year old, you ain't getting in. I'm not putting up with any of it. And it is the fault of the producer that allowed him to come on a second time. Once, fine, I can handle that. Because that shit got sent to me within minutes of it showing up. Doc, go watch this. Doc, you need to see this. He's cheating live. There was no cheats specifically to say, but there was evidence of him using cheats to do what he was doing. Having gold tech maxed out that you don't own any of, it's a bit of a red fucking flag. And that pisses me off. It happened with Destroyer, it happened with Jody Kid. Those are the two that I can pull off the top of my head. One of them got caught having Cheat Engine on his PC and was quote unquote using it for other shit. But one of the guys that he was running with got crated. So if you're going to lump one in with, you might as well play it safe. To the same guy who was on City's page the other day saying he was only in cheat pages to see how it was done and to ticket Kickstarter. It's not your job to do that. And it's as simple as that. There is no gray area. It is black and white. You're either in there because you're cheating or you're not in there at all. That is the order of things. I don't do gray areas. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do anything else. Unless you're being employed by Kickstarter, you don't need to do anything that Fair Play does for you. You have a problem with a player, put it to Fair Play. You have a problem with somebody on the page, you send it to me, and I'll deal with it, like I've dealt with it before. And I have dealt with it with numerous people who have, some of them have used my nature, my good nature, so to speak, to their own ends. And now they're paying the price for it. And they'll continue paying the price for it until they beg me for forgiveness, which will, of course, be denied. Because you only get one chance with the doc. You fuck up, you got one chance to redeem yourself. And if you don't redeem yourself, that's it. You're done. You're gone. I have no qualms about removing you from Facebook, blocking you on the pages, making sure your ass gets bubbled every 36 hours for the rest of your life. I have no problem doing that. And last but not least, as far as the BV brand is concerned, I am still an arbiter on a couple of shows. I still have a vast amount of respect for the BV brand. What annoys me more than anything that this was allowed to happen, not once, but twice, with the same person. Unacceptable. And it should have been dealt with immediately. Not pulled up by half a dozen people who were posting to the pages all of the times. And again, I have to give Peel props for snipping and doing what he did. I mean, it was a big enough shot that I posted that to the Unshackled page for him. I mean, I didn't post it for him. I posted it because it needed to be said. And whether or not you like the BV show and you like the Unshackled show, or you don't like the BV show or you don't like the Unshackled show, watch what you want to watch. Either watch both shows, watch one or the other shows, or don't watch any at all. And again, the same thing I did months ago has to be put in place again. If you post about cheaters, it will be denied. If you post about Battle Vortex, it will be denied. If you're posting personal slanging matches, it will be denied. If I have to limit this panel to independent players who aren't allied to any alliances, whether it be KT, AAF, Tau, Pinoid, TP, anybody, if I have to have a panel of independent players that aren't allied to anybody, then that is what I will do. For the moment, it will remain as is. But if the bullshit keeps flying and this shit doesn't go away, you will answer to me. And it's enough to piss me off, let alone anybody else. Shadow is quick to anger. I, however, am not. I am quite capable of keeping my cool for a very long time. But if you piss me off, hell will descend upon you and anybody that defends you. And one more thing before I close up for this evening. I have to extend a personal apology to Bluntburner because I made a mistake. And I'm more than capable of admitting when I have made a mistake. And that, as they say, ladies and gentlemen, is that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you all for turning up. Thank you to Skip and to Shadow.